Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, my company is Hello From Liz Mathews, and I'm excited to spend some time with you today. This is Flosstube episode 95 and today's date is July 17th, 2024. I hope that you've been really well in the past week and a half and you've gotten some stitching in, you're enjoying the summer, and that things are going well for you. I just got back from vacation. I had a great little 3-day plus 2 travel days on either end getaway with my dad. We went to the Great Smoky Mountains, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. We much preferred the mountains to the kind of touristy areas, but we had a fantastic trip. It was just he and I. And when I was a little girl, we drove through those areas. I was about 6 years old and I saw all the bright lights, all the souvenir shops, all the activities. And I was just completely enamored, and I really wanted to stop, and they just kept driving through, and Dad said, one day we'll get back. I didn't know that that would actually happen, and certainly not 35 years later, but we made it. It was just wonderful. We rented a cabin in the Smoky Mountains up a path that was, you need a 4-wheel drive to get there. I was very nervous. Dad didn't have a problem with it at all, but the cabin was up in the mountains. The views every day, every morning, every night, just gorgeous. I posted them all over Instagram if you follow me there. I hope you do. My account is Hello From Liz Mathews, and I shared just daily pictures of what we were doing, places we were exploring, and all of the adventures. It was so nice. It was very much like vacation. I fully checked out from work and just enjoyed the scenery, nature, time with my dad. It was fantastic. It didn't hurt to check out of work because, or I guess it was easier to check out of work because we would go into the Great Smoky Mountains every day and there would be 0 cell phone service until we came out about 8:39 every night. We would reemerge, but that was just fine because it was a vacation and quality time with my dad. I will put some pictures in here. Probably I already have because I should have said that earlier, but it was just a really nice week away, and thank you for letting me share all of that adventure with you if you followed me on Instagram. I should have said at the start of this video everything that I mentioned in what I think is going to be a little quick video for you today will be listed in the description box below, and it's chronological, so if you're stitching, no need to stop. If I say something that interests you, just drop that box down and find what I mentioned there. Other than my getaway and vacation, it's been back to work, back to the grind, preparing for a busy second half of the year. I can't believe we are midway through summer, and I am looking at like Christmas events and stuff like that now. Time it goes so fast, but I'm very excited about it. I'm very happy to have all of these projects to focus on, and I'm trying to be ahead of the game, to be a good planner, so fingers crossed I can keep up with that and get things done and ready in more time than I usually do. Speaking of midsummer, do you know about Midsummer Stitch? It is an event coming up this weekend, and I have to tell you about it. This is like one of those things that you just like need to share with your friends to make sure they know about it. It's like when you find a good product, or you go somewhere fabulous, or you know of something good coming up. That's Midsummer Stitch. It is a community event hosted by Steph of Lindy Stitches, and it happens this Friday and Saturday. I think the event opens, don't quote me on this, I am not an organizer, so I don't know the details, but I think it opens around 6 p.m. on Friday, and it's open until midnight Saturday night. And this community event is all about getting together and making new friendships, catching up with old friends, being part of the stitching community, and just embracing this hobby we all love. There is no shopping associated with this event. It sets it apart a little bit from the Jingle Ball because this is just all about social interaction through stitching tables, through speed dating. If you attended the Jingle Ball, you know what that is. It's just gonna be fantastic. Let me grab my phone. I pulled up Steph from Lindy Stitch's Instagram because that's kind of where I go for all of the information. You definitely should head to lindystitches.com or Lindy Stitches on Instagram to get all the details, and there are also links there to buy a ticket. I will also leave a link to buy a ticket in the description box below if you haven't gotten it yet. It's $8. $8 gets you everything that I'm about to tell you, and this is just the stuff I know about through social media. I'm sure there's more happening. I don't know. I am a ticket holder, and I am also hosting a stitching table, which is basically just like a Zoom that I'm hosting with my friend Liz of Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. She's one of my stitching besties, and we are hosting a table for about an hour on Saturday. You can find the full schedule on the Midsummer Stitch website where you buy tickets, and Steph of Lindy Stitches has that information for you also. But just briefly scrolling through her Instagram, it is stitching tables hosted by the Globe, Cross Stitch the Globe, by Curious Crafters, by the Hathaway Stitchers. Robin Pickens is teaching a class that's included in the $8 ticket. You get a Robin Pickens chart. She's awesome. She just like came in and is blowing me away with her talent. There's also a stitching table hosted by Thread Gremlins, Liz and Liz. The girlies are hosting a stitching table. The Sable Stitchers and my very best friend in the whole wide world, Annie, who is XO Needle in the Hay XO, is doing a tutorial on making a stitching case. If you haven't followed her yet on Instagram or seen her YouTube channel, then you might not have seen her absolutely fabulous like box that opens and holds all of her stitching components. It's amazing, and she is teaching us how to do that. Again, all included in the $8 ticket. Make sure you get it. It's gonna be so much fun. Just like camaraderie from the comfort of our home. Does it get any better? Friendship with pajamas. Yes, please. Sign me up. I am so there. So go get all of the information. And I do just want to stress that this event is a little bit different than the Jingle Ball in that there should be no pressure, no stress. There's no time limits other than you kind of want to be there for the classes and the stitching table. So watch your clock, but it's not meant to be stressful. It's not meant to be pressure filled. The classes are not like, make sure you have all of your stuff on hand to make along with a teacher. They're instructional for you to take and make at your leisure. This is just going to be a really, really fun event for the community. And truly, I only talk about this because I think it's so fantastic. And we are so incredibly lucky to have Lindy Stitches putting on these events for us. They bring, the team of Lindy Stitches brings so much to our community, and I just want to shout from the rooftops all that they do. So thank you, Lindy Stitches. Okay, that was a big thing that we needed to talk about. I have one other quick thing I want to mention. 2 videos ago now, I was talking about my friend Sarah, and she gifted me something at StitchCon, and I misquoted her Flosstube channel. Sarah is at Sarah's Stitchery, and you should definitely be watching her videos. I just love her. Sarah, I'm so sorry I misquoted your Flosstube channel. Okay, that brings me to a little bit of Hello From Liz Mathews news. I have a new start, a finish, and some things to share with you. I think as long as I don't keep chatting at the rate I'm chatting now, you will be out and on your way and enjoying your stitching in no time. But first and foremost, I want to share with you the new exclusive pattern of the month for the Hello From Liz Mathews membership. If you didn't know, I host a membership on Patreon, and if you are a pattern stasher or all access member, that means every month you get a new exclusive Hello From Liz Mathews design that is available for 1 month, then it goes back into the vault and it will become a general release a year later. So if you are not a member or don't plan on becoming a member, no worries. This will be available to you in 2025. But the new pattern of the month is Busy Hands Happy Heart, and I did 2 models for this piece. This is a traditional framed finish, and then this is a pillow finish that I did with a portion of the pattern. And I don't know if I've ever designed something that I love so much. I am so pleased with how this turned out that I'm gonna hang it on my wall. When I'm done showing it off in videos, this is going on my wall, which says a lot because I hang antique pieces of needlework on my wall, but I only have one other Hello from Liz Mathews piece hanging, and it's the engraver's chart, but this is certainly going to go on the wall. Let me show you up close what this looks like. It's done entirely in cross stitch. Model stitched by Rindy Richards. She did a beautiful job as always. It is a monochromatic stitch with that sentiment right in the center, busy hands, happy heart. It's true, right? Having busy hands leads to such a happy heart for me, and I hope it does for you too. So this is the framed model, and then I also took just that top floral portion and turned it into a pillow. Same pattern, same florals, but this pillow is stitched on a really low count fabric. It's 20 count fabric, stitched over 2, making it 10 stitches per inch. And I am just giddy over how this turned out. I don't know how else to describe it or what else to tell you. I think this is so fabulous. So this lives on my couch, on my wall, on my couch. These are out in my home, and I hope that you like them as much as I do. If you were interested in getting these patterns, they are in the membership now until August 15th. They are PDF downloads for you to get and get stitching on right away. In addition to the PDF downloads, I am offering kits for sale to finish this pillow because I knew getting 10 count 10 count fabric wasn't going to be the easiest thing. It's not something that most stores stock, so I made kits available to members, and there is far more information in the membership, including what I call a behind the design segment, where I have vlogged the entire process of an idea in my head to bringing it to life, and I documented that, and there's that segment available for you to watch. All of the details on the chart are there, but I hope that you love it. It is the very latest from Hello from Liz Mathews. Where to hang this? Where to hang this? I don't know. Maybe in my office? That seems like a good place. So there you go. That is what is new from my desk. I have so much coming down the pipeline. Special releases, Christmas releases. The next general release from Hello from Liz Mathews is going to be at Needlework Marketplace in August. August. And I look forward to sharing those designs with you. Okay, I do have a new start / whip to share with you. In the last video, I talked about wanting to do kind of a special commemorative piece for my trip with my dad, and I did in fact get started on that. It's funny, I brought 2 cross-stitch projects with me. This and Dad's stocking when we went to Tennessee, and I did very, very, very little stitching. I am so glad I dialed it back to just 2 projects. I didn't even get out the stocking. It was just work on this that I did. So let me show you. I got these on Etsy from the designer whose name is listed here, and I will also link it in the description box below. She offers 3 different options for this type of pattern of a mountain scene in a bottle. And I just loved it and thought it was perfect for this trip with my dad. There is her name up there. Because essentially I'm just bottling time up with him and saving it and treasuring it forever. So I printed these 2 options. One has that river running through it, and one is just the mountains, and I thought for sure I was just going to do the mountains. That's what I would like. But after spending a couple days in the Great Smoky Mountains and taking all of these beautiful rides right along the river, I've since changed my mind and I'm gonna do the option that has the river running through it. I do plan on making one change. I am going to make the mountains in my bottle more green rather than gray. Can you see that? I think that'll be more true to our trip and our getaway with all of the green mountains. And I think that will be a pretty easy swap out. But this is what I plan to do. And let me show you how far I've gotten. That's it. That is it. I did not get very far at all. And in fact, there's a mistake in the tag section I did over here. It doesn't show very well, but there are stitches over there. And there's a mistake, so I've got to rip that out. And as soon as I found out about it, I decided to just switch my focus to kind of the cork area, and that's what I did. There are a lot of color changes in this piece, and although the scene inside the bottle is the same, the outline of the glass bottle and cork are all, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Although the seams are different, the bottle shape is the same. So that's where I'm going. I've got a long way to go. This little piece takes 19 colors of DMC. Of course, I will be changing those colors because I want to swap those gray mountains for green. But yeah, it's a hefty little stitch. It's not going to be too big. On 16 or 14 count, it was only about 3 by 4. So I'm doing it on 36 count bisque linen from Color and Cotton. So it'll be even smaller. And I'm keeping all of my goodies in this bag that Annie of XO Needle and the Hay XO made for me. I love it. Put all of my sentimental stitches in this bag from her. So that was my new start and my whip. I have one planned piece to talk to you about, and then I've got 2 FFOs. My planned piece is in my Project Keeper from Tiger Lily. I love this so much, and I chose this extra vibrant floral colorful pattern keeper for this project specifically that I got stitch ready just this morning. It is that Mill Hill kit that we chatted about in my last video. Let me get it out here. It is a Mill Hill kit with artwork by Laurel Burch. This is what it looks like. It's called Sun and Moon. I recently picked this up from 123 Stitch. I love Laurel Burch's artwork and there's a lot of memories associated with them. So this is a traditional Mill Hill kit in that it has the perforated paper, except I'm omitting that and I'm going to be stitching on 32 count even weave actually. Just plain white because this is a full coverage piece. The fabric won't show through. So I just went with the white that I have on hand. And here are the beads because there are, of course, beads in the Mill Hill kit, which I'm both intimidated by and excited by. I don't even know how that works, but I will figure it out. And then I put all of my threads, let me get them out here, on cards. I thread dropped them. Is that how you say it? Yeah, I made my thread drops. This is a color palette that I am very, very not used to using. Look at that. These are not my traditional colors, but I sure do love them. I especially love the blues. I am a blue girl through and through. A turquoise tealy blue is my color. So it was really fun to put all of these on thread drops. I didn't necessarily love the sorting, but to see the color palette come together was really fun because all of the Mill Hill threads are on a list that's like light blue, medium blue, dark blue, extra dark blue, and you have to sort them yourself, but there they are. I look forward to getting a needle going on this. I might actually do that tonight. I don't have anything that any models that I'm stitching for Hello From Liz Mathews right now. I need to. It's not that I don't need to, but I don't have them. So it might be the perfect opportunity for a new start. Yes, I've got several other things going. Big dimensions kits. Oh, I also need to get back to the dimensions style. That completely slipped my mind. It's possible that I'm supposed to have an update for you and a new assignment in this video, but I do not, and I apologize. Next time, I promise. So I need to get back to this, but I also might start this one. I did have a finish that we've already talked about. It's this pillow. I stitched this model myself. It was really fun to stitch on such a low count fabric. Very, very different. Again, this is a 10 stitch per inch count fabric. Very large. No surprise there, very large compared to my traditional 36 or 40 count. But I did stitch this myself. It took, I don't know, it didn't take too long. It's monochromatic, which makes it a little faster, but I also FFO'd it myself. And because I did that, I just have to show it off to you because it is an FFO that I love. In addition to this FFO, I have one more. This is in a knitting bag that I made. I actually made some and gifted them to some friends at StitchCon, and I never told you about it. I'm saving that information for a dedicated knitting video, but I'm sorry guys, I have to show you. Just this morning, I finished my socks. I have a set, two feet, 2 socks. They are done. I am so proud of myself. I cannot believe I made socks. Now, how am I gonna put these on my feet and wear them? How am I gonna walk on what I spent so much time and energy doing? I don't know. They are really comfortable. I did put them on my feet while reclined on the couch. I don't know what to do from here. I think I might block them. I've asked Liz. She will tell me for sure, but I knitted 2 socks. This is unbelievable. So I just had to share them with you, and more socks are coming for sure. I just love how small and easy they are as compared to like a shawl or something large. So yay, I just wanted to share those with you. I did get 2 things in the mail. Actually, I have a book to share with you, and then 2 things that I got in the mail that I wanted to give you information on. This is a beautiful book that I picked up at a local and new to me store called Handcraft Happy Hour. It is in an old mill building towards the city of Baltimore. It's a fantastic shop. Jenny owns it, and she stocks everything from quilting fabric to paint by numbers kits to felting kits, embroidery thread, like you name it. If it's a hobby that we have, she's got it. And she also has community space to go and work together, and I just am so intrigued by that. I would love to take some stitching down there one day and just sit, hopefully in the company of like-minded crafty people. But while I was there, I found this book. It is called Needles Out, and it is by Nichole Vogelsinger, and it is all about embroidery and needlecraft. And before I even crack it open, I have to show you the outside of this book. It is absolutely beautiful from the cover throughout. Can you see, hopefully my camera's picking up there, that this cover has different textures and finishes. Like the sequins are kind of reflective, while the beads are a different texture. I don't know if you can tell, but there is like a lot of, there's just so much texture. It's so cool. And then you flip it over, because this is meant to be the front of Nichole's needlework. You flip it over, and this is the reverse of her needlework. And this is all fuzzy. This is all actual fabric. Isn't that just like the coolest book you've ever seen as far as cover and back cover. I've never seen anything like it. I think it is stunning. The edge is gold, and then inside you have just page after page of Nichole's beautiful needlework. I have never been good at flipping through a book. We need to do a top-down flip through, and truth be told, I haven't gotten to look through here in depth yet, but the pictures are just gorgeous. This is like every type of needlework, with the exception of cross stitch, that you can dream up in here and just shown beautifully. I guess it tends to be a little more embroidery heavy, but it is incredibly inspiring. Even the pictures of supplies, are all beautiful. So if you're looking for like a coffee table book for an artist, for yourself, to gift an artist, this is absolutely fabulous. There are also stitch guides in the front, which I think are very helpful, but this book is just so pretty. I definitely need to get reading on this. Okay, I need to put it down because I'm like so hyper focused on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful book, and I just have to share it with you. I'll do a flip through. It deserves a flip through, and I'll post it as soon as I have time. Speaking of books, I also got this book in the mail just yesterday, just last night, and I have not gotten a chance to fully flip through it, but this is a book by Max Pigeon. I am friendly with Max on Instagram. You may be too. He's so talented, and he has been working on this book project for over a year now. Time goes so quickly. I feel confident that it's been over a year, and he's shared behind the scenes throughout the whole process, and it has actually come to life. And this arrived to me yesterday. Congratulations, Max. This is a beautiful, beautiful book from what I've seen. The quality is really nice. It has like a really soft, the cover, it feels good. What I'm trying to say. And there are 25 patterns in here, all doing with the forest and nature. And I'm just so happy for Max. He's worked really, really hard on bringing this to us. And you can get this on Amazon starting July. It's not out yet. It's about to be released. This is like an early edition, which is so cool, but you can pre-order it from Amazon right now. And what's so cool about pre-ordering on Amazon is you are guaranteed the lowest price that has ever been offered at if you pre-order. So I think you might want to do that. Definitely give Max a follow on Instagram. Like I said, I haven't gotten to flip through here completely yet, but from what I did see, there are some real gems. Here's a little glance at some of the projects, and I'm gonna look through them in more depth, but I love this green silhouette of the deer in the woods. And there's more in here. This is also a book with stitch diagrams and basic information about fabric and thread and needles and everything that you need if you are a beginning stitcher. This would also make a fantastic gift for anybody who is looking to jump into the world of cross stitch. So good, and I'm so happy for Max. More on this when I actually get a chance to look through it and really absorb it all. I have one more piece of kindness that I received in the mail a while ago. This is belated. This is something that Anne sent me. It is a Dimensions kit. This is Santa's Wildlife Tree Skirt, and it is a doozy. I'm just holding up the cover because there's so much that is included in the kit, and I can't believe Anne was nice enough to pass this on to me. I appreciate it so much, Anne. Thank you. Look at that. Santa and all of his wildlife friends. I just love it. To give you an idea, all of the supplies are in here, including the Aida used for the tree skirt, which I might replace if I stitch this. When I stitch this, I will switch it out for maybe an even weave. But look how big this piece of Aida is. It's massive. So this tree skirt, it's gonna be a doozy, but it's so pretty. Can you imagine having a handmade cross-stitch tree skirt? Talk about an heirloom piece. This was published in 1998 and I'm so happy to add it to my Dimensions collection. These pieces make me so very happy. So thank you, Anne. I really, really appreciate it. And I think, unless I've forgotten something, which is entirely possible, I think that's all I had to share with you today. I will be back before you know it, but please, please, please make sure you sign up for Midsummer Stitch. Maybe I'll catch you there. I'm going to be bouncing around stitching tables. There are so many stitching table hosts that I want to spend a little time with. I want to do speed dating. I want to see these classes. It's going to be so good, and I really, really hope that I get to see you there, and then again in my next video. Have a great day, weekend. Take care. Bye.